Chris, I'm waiting for someone to step up in this area to open up like a co-op commercial kitchen. It seems like so many people that I talk to that want to start a business, the thing that's holding them back is access to a commercial kitchen. When's someone going to step up and make it happen?
Well, yeah, I was kind of a couple of years ago working with Bobby Wright to try to make that happen with their so I mean, now it's the one over on
the percolator
Monticello.
thing.
Yeah, the percolator on Monticello, but the margins are hard there too. I feel like because well, you have to get a certain number of people in there. But let's say you have a certain amount of rent, obviously, or mortgage to pay. If you have a number of tenants that are in there, like, is the kitchen big enough where they can all work at the same time, or do they have to reserve the spot at certain times? And then how much is a business like this going to make, right, over the course of a year? So then, all right, well, how much are they going to make? All right, maybe it's $100,000. It's not going to be like a normal restaurant. So if they make $100,000 on like selling whatever it is, then how much can we actually charge them for rent, or how much are they be willing to pay for it? And that's where the challenge becomes. I think. But I would love to see it too. I think it's good vibrancy for the community.
Are there other places that have that's been successful?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of commissary kitchens in bigger markets where a lot of food trucks will use commissary kitchens. There's a couple around here that are smaller that have 2 or 3 different tenants, but not at a big scale. Like, but it'd be great to see the Grammy Food Hall kind of fell apart, but like a lot of big cities like Atlanta, we have Pop City Market. Been an awesome place when I was in Amsterdam, a really cool food hall. It has 10 or 12 different tenants with different types of food, and but it'd be cool to see something like that. Even like Tim, like you're saying, maybe mixes where like maybe tenants can kind of do a pop up for a month or 2 or a couple of weeks and kind of come and go, and creates that energy in a certain community that might be lacking. I know there's certain parts of our area where it'd be great to see some vibrancy, and that could definitely help, I think.
I've always been interested in the restaurants that are open one less shift, if you will. Maybe the lunch and dinner, or not dinner type of thing, or not lunch, maybe not breakfast type of thing. And someone who's interested in a commercial kitchen, going up to that restaurant and saying, "Hey, can I borrow that kitchen during that off time?" And what would happen during that? I
don't know if I ever told you this, Zach. This guy I was helping launch a startup that was basically that exact thing. This was 2 years ago. Obviously with COVID, things get a little bit challenging, but
right.
He and I were talking. It's like, well, there's kitchens all over the country, restaurants, but also churches or school. I mean, there's a wide
churches
variety.
Have nice kitchens oftentimes too, right? Yeah.
So there's a lot of underutilized kitchens that sit, especially for a church, right? I mean, the church, maybe some of them have like Sunday night or Sundays and like Wednesday night dinners, but 5 days out of the week that kitchen's just sitting there. So working with different kitchens. I think now you can operate a ghost kitchen out there if you want. I think people that again don't have a whole lot of startup capital would be a great way to try to start things up and maybe do a pop up and see if it works.